Well, hi guys. Thought I'd best get another video up. Popped down tonight just really to check the plot out. 28th we have an allotment competition. Now, I don't really think I'm going to be in the running. I've got mare's tail coming up. Let me just zoom in and show you. Pretty good crop of it. I don't know whether you can see that, but I've got a small forest coming up. You can just see that, and it's coming up everywhere. I'm really going to have to work out how I'm going to get rid of that, but apparently it's very difficult, so we'll try the Roundup gel. If that doesn't work, I'll just have to live with it, I guess. Hope it doesn't thicken up as the years go by. Beans are starting to run off now. They're starting to climb, which is brilliant. No sign of flowers yet. They do have a bit of a yellowy tinge to them, so I'm going to give everything a water with some seaweed fertiliser, see if that helps. I'm not really sure how much was grown in this soil prior to me coming. I do know it was fallow for a year. Moving along, the leeks are starting to look pretty good. Don't know whether you can see that, but they are starting to get to the point where they're sort of pencil thick, which is probably about the time where I should have planted them out, but we put them in quite early, so hopefully we'll get a good crop of those. The red cabbage are starting to outgrow the net, so I'm really going to have to work on that this week and see what I can put up to give them a chance to grow. They are starting to be nibbled. That could be pigeons, but it could also be butterflies, so I'm going to have to check them over for eggs as well. The dwarf runner beans are starting to get their first beans on, so I'm well proud of that. I will show you them in a moment. And the bees are out tonight. Don't know whether you can, I don't think you'll be able to see that. Parsnips are really growing. We've had a lot of rain in the last week, which is why I haven't been down to the plot. That and the fact I've been run off my feet with work. But as you can see, it's all in need of a weed. And again, I've got the dreaded mare's tail coming up amongst it, so I'm really not chuffed about that. Never mind. Onions are starting to look really good. I'm really pleased with these. I suppose it's Easy Man's way of growing them. But as you can see, the red seem to be doing the better. They're starting to bulb up, which is brilliant. And the potatoes are starting to get flowers on. The second earlies, I don't know whether you can see that there, are starting to get their flowers. And I know Blue Star Dave said you're supposed to take them off, so I'll do that in a few minutes time as well. Okay, turning round, I haven't really mentioned this side of the plot much. It's a bit of a mess. This here is the start of the next plot, and we need to leave about 12 inches on either side of that line for a path. Now I've left my 12 inches, but the guy next door hasn't, so you've got to be very thin to get through that gap. And of course it is very overgrown at the moment with all the rain and the sun, so that needs to be trimmed up. The currant bushes are looking quite good down here. They definitely have got flower buds on them. I've decided to leave these and get a crop off them this year, and then I'm going to dig this up in the autumn so that I've got a bed running all the way up to where the manure heap is. That's going to be moved down, as I mentioned in the first video. Again, that'll probably be done autumn now. Guy next door it was half of this plot, and as you can see there was an awful lot of fruit trees, and the currant bushes are just fabulous, and it looks like they're actually red currants. I'll just show you, let me see, I don't know if I can see it. Somewhere in amongst that lot there is actually a red currant. So I'm assuming that's what I've got as well, which is good. Okay, let me just take you up this way. This here was all trimmed down when I originally got the plot in March. I trimmed it, bought a hand trimmer which you can charge. Only lasts for about 15 minutes, but it's pretty good. Was given these fences, which I'm hoping to use for peas and beans, but I haven't planted any beans this year yet. And as you can see, the mare's tail is pretty huge, and the bindweed is just going ballistic. I have dabbed some of that with the old Roundup gel, and it is starting to die off, but there's an awful lot that hasn't been dabbed, so I'll have to get cracking with that as well. Up this end, new heap. Up this end again, big patch of inherited raspberries, and they are definitely going to have fruit on them, because as you can see, we're now starting to get the starts of fruit where there's been some flowers, which is great stuff, because I wasn't sure if we'd chop these back and we'd actually get anything off them. It now looks like they are definitely autumn fruiting. This all needs to be trimmed, and as you can see, in amongst it, coming up is roots of the raspberry bushes, so they're going to have to be dug out at some point or killed off. Again, loads of them here. This down here is my courgette. Now, he doesn't look very well, so I'm going to give him a feed with some seaweed fertiliser, but he's got flowers on, so I'm quite pleased, even though the slugs have been having a good go. So he's going to be watered with seaweed gel, see if that makes seaweed gel, gosh, shush. With the seaweed fertiliser, and see if that makes a difference to him. But I'm really chuffed with the flowers, and the Market More cucumber is doing brilliant, so I think we'll take these down now, let the sun get to them. But as you can see, he's starting to grow away at the top, and I'm going to try and grow him up as opposed to just letting him do as he likes. Hopefully we'll get some nice cucumbers. Rhubarb, again, it's gone ballistic with the rain, so there'll be a bit more to take off that, I think. I'm going to have to go, and I